Understanding auxiliary heat versus emergency heat.
Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to delve into the world of heating systems, specifically focusing on auxiliary heat and emergency heat. Both terms are commonly associated with heat pump systems, but what do they mean, and how do they differ? Let's find out.
What is auxiliary heat?
Auxiliary heat, also known as supplemental heat, is an additional heating component in heat pump systems. It's designed to automatically kick in when the outdoor temperature drops below the point where the heat pump can efficiently heat your home, typically around 35 degrees Fahrenheit. The auxiliary heat source is typically an electric resistance heating element, similar to what you'd find in a toaster. While this type of heating is effective, it's also quite energy intensive and expensive compared to the heat pump's normal operation. To sum up, auxiliary heat is an additional heat source that helps your heat pump keep up when temperatures get especially chilly.
What is emergency heat?
Moving on to emergency heat. This is a setting on your heat pump's thermostat. When you switch to emergency heat, you're telling your system to shut off the heat pump completely and rely solely on the auxiliary heat source. This setting is typically used when there's a problem with the heat pump itself, hence the term emergency. It allows you to keep heating your home, but as mentioned earlier, it's more energy intensive and costly than regular operation. However, contrary to some beliefs, it's not designed for extra cold weather. Regularly using emergency heat when it's not necessary can lead to higher energy bills. In short, emergency heat is a setting you use when your heat pump isn't working, and you need to rely solely on the more expensive auxiliary heat.
How do auxiliary heat and emergency heat differ?
While both auxiliary heat and emergency heat relate to the same additional heat source in a heat pump system, they're used differently. Auxiliary heat is automatic, coming on when the heat pump can't keep up with low outdoor temperatures. It works together with your heat pump to maintain a comfortable indoor temperature. On the other hand, emergency heat is a manual setting on your thermostat that shuts off the heat pump and runs only the auxiliary heat. It should only be used when there's a problem with your heat pump, as it's not a cost-effective method for regular heating. And that wraps up our discussion on auxiliary heat and emergency heat. Remember, understanding your heating system can help you maintain a comfortable home environment and manage your energy costs more effectively. Auxiliary heat is your heat pump's sidekick during cold spells, while emergency heat steps in when your heat pump can't do its job. Use them wisely, and you'll keep your home warm all winter long. Stay cozy, everyone.